Alright, so the name of this stream is something personal, and got my mic working, and I decided I wanted to open up to you guys. Instead of nightly tunes, we're gonna have a small clip, and I want to discuss something on a personal level. I want to explain why I've seemed so distant or I haven't had, my morning feeds. I've had quite a few things going on in my life. A lot of issues with a lot of people recently, but the main thing that I've been going through is basically heartbreak. I don't know where to start, but I guess it's best to start somewhat at the beginning. Um, there's this guy, and I basically fell for him really quickly. And Tim and I have had our issues. We've butted heads in the past, but we always got through it, and we always seemed to grow closer from it. Well, recently I've kind of broken away from him, and I feel like it's been a huge mistake. It's really hard for me because, as a brony, I'm supposed to love and tolerate, but I don't know if people realize how difficult it can be when it comes to a moment where you're just, your heart is breaking and you don't know where to turn. You don't know what to do. Tolerating people around you becomes more difficult. So you basically shut yourself out. Or in my case, you shut yourself in. You turn to people around you and they're no longer there for you. You think you know your friends and then they turn out to be backstabbers. This takes a lot to come to a community that I don't know personally, but I'm asking you guys for your help. Bronies as a whole are not just fans of the same show or of the same music, the same artwork, the same writing. We're more than that. We're a family. We stick up for one another. We love and tolerate everyone in the fandom, no matter how out there, no matter how frustrating they can be. The bronies are more than just men and women and teenagers and people of all ages who watch My Little Pony for fun. We're brothers and sisters in hooves. And you might think I'm crazy, but I mean, I've met so many bronies. And, you guys, you seem to understand on a different level. It's like we have a connection before we even meet. And I feel like I can trust you guys to be there when I need you to be, even if it's just listening to a hard stream like this. And somebody needs to say the truth. I mean, here I am doing this stream to open up and tell you guys something that's really important to me. to state how much the brony community means to me as a whole. And I have tears running down my cheeks. I'm choked up, and you guys can tell. I know you can, because you're hearing me. You're hearing my voice. Being a brony is difficult. It means learning how to love everyone around you, how to tolerate no matter what, how to stand up for morals that we should stand up as on a regular basis. I mean, this guy that I'm thinking about, he's a brony too, and I really don't understand how he can be acting as he is and call himself a brony. Bronies are not haters. We're not meant to be. That's not what the show teaches us. And yeah, it might have started as a show for just 5-year-old little girls, but it's grown to something more. We have made it more, and we need to stand up, and we need to prove to people that it is more. We need to provide images, provide examples. I might end up just doing one of these little something personal broadcasts every once in a while, just to remind people that reality is harsh. It's full of heartbreak, difficulties, self-addictions. We need to stick together and be there to understand what one another are going through. If one of us needs each other, we need to be able to have that outlet to just reach out and be like, hey, brother of mine, or hey, sister of mine, can you help me? I'm not gonna name names or anything, but I have a brony friend who was suicidal. There's no reason to be suicidal. There's no reason for it. Because we are here, we are a community for you. To love you, to tolerate you, to hold you up when you need someone to hold you up. I too struggle with addictions. I struggle with addictions of self-harm, and the brony community pulled me out of my lowest moments and taught me what it felt like to be accepted in a cruel world again. Acceptance is one thing I've always looked for. Through my entire life, I was picked on in school, and I'm in cyber school now because of it. Because I can't be in the same area with certain people without just wanting to shut down. How many of you out there understand me right now? If it's subconsciously, just raise your hand. No one's gonna see you. And even if they do, who cares? Just raise your hand. Raise a hoof with me and say that you will stand and be a good example and show the loving, kind-heartedness that a brony is supposed to. Because we all need it in our lives. We all need that one crutch to lean on. The teenage years are a difficult time. A lot of bronies I know are teenagers. That's why I'm targeting you guys. The older bronies in the fandom, you guys have been through this. You know how hard it can be. Reach out to us and help us. For the teenagers who know younger bronies, reach out to them. Show them that life is full of meaning and full of wonder. As Fluttershy once said, how many wonders? I mean, just a blink of an eye. Open your eyes. Just open your eyes. That's all I ask. Open your eyes and be accepted. Just go up to somebody, anyone. Just go up to a friend who's in hurt, brony or not, and just show them that you're accepting no matter what the situation. Because I know what it's like. We know what it's like to be outlawed. We know what it's like. And whether they understand what we've gone through or we understand what they've gone through, how are we to understand unless we open up and allow ourselves to understand? We can't. So I want you to make a promise to me that if you're going to call yourself a brony, a true brony, you're going to follow pony law and you're going to love and tolerate and you're going to open yourself up to as many people as you possibly can. This next week, it's only Monday. This next week, just if you see a friend in need, no matter what it is, just go up to them. Give them a bro hug, give them a hug. If they need it, ask what's going on, and if they say they can't talk about it or they don't want to talk about it, don't push them, just be there for them. Be that crutch that they may need. It's a difficult world to make it alone. It really is. We weren't put on this earth. Nothing was put on this earth alone. We have other humans around us for a reason. See the unseen. Show the world what a difference we can make. Pull yourself out of whatever you're doing. Make time, just take a moment. Think about what you have in life. Think about what you can appreciate in life. Just take a moment every day and say, thank you for everything I have. Because we have so much in our lives. Now I know I started out with a story about heartbreak, and that's kind of what made me realize this. That I'm so glad that I have you guys as a fandom to be there for me, as a community, to be an outlet for me. I mean, you guys don't understand what's going on. How can you? You're not me. You don't talk to me on a personal basis. But you're still there for me no matter what. I have a group on Facebook that I'm an admin of, and half the time I'll go on there and I'll be like, I'll post a sad picture because I'm having a really hard day. And people will just be like, hey, we are there for you, Z. We are there for you. And they don't even know what's going on. That is what true brony friendship is about. That right there. Now, I think I've talked long enough. So, just Remember who you are. Be true to yourselves. Be open to friendship. Be open to helping others. And just go show the world who you really are. Good night, everybody. Remember, we all love each other. And we're a family.